All right, let's talk about something huge happening in the world of enterprise data. SAP and Google Cloud have just expanded their partnership in a way that's set to completely change how you get to and use your most important business information. So let's just dive right in. For what feels like forever, we've been stuck with the old way, right? Your best data was locked up in silos, it was a headache to move, and by the time you got a report, it was already stale. But this new partnership, it's promising a massive shift. We're talking about moving from that complex copied data mess to a unified world where AI can work with your information live, in real time. So, to really get why this new way is such a big deal, we first have to understand the old problem, the one that's been giving businesses headaches for decades. I mean, just think about it. All that rich, super valuable information, your financials, your supply chain, your customer data, it's been basically trapped inside your SAP systems. It's completely separate from where you do all your cool advanced analytics. It's like having a treasure chest you can't open. You know, the old workaround was this process called ETL. But here's the catch. It just creates copies. And by the time the data is extracted, transformed, and finally loaded, guess what? It's already out of date. This makes real-time decisions and, accurate AI almost impossible. But now that wall is finally coming down. This is where the new partnership between SAP Business Data Cloud and Google BigQuery comes into play. And it's basically creating a brand new bridge between these two worlds. The whole idea here is to just end the compromise. You no longer have to choose between keeping your data safe and sound in SAP and using it for powerful analytics over in Google Cloud. This partnership brings those two worlds together without making all those risky, stale copies. And SAP's CEO, Christian Klein, he really frames this vision perfectly. He says it's all about giving businesses choice without compromise. The goal is to accelerate everything so you can use your data for what really matters, pushing your business forward with analytics and AI. So how on earth does this work without just copying data all over the place? Well, the magic behind it is a concept called zero copy. Now, what's really cool is what this actually means. Zero copy sharing lets Google BigQuery directly access and analyze data that lives inside your SAP system live as it changes, without ever having to create a separate physical copy. It's a real game changer. So the most important thing to remember is this. Your data stays right where it is, totally secure and governed within SAP. But now, Google Cloud gets a live, secure key to access it for analysis. It's really the best of both worlds. You get top-notch security and incredible accessibility all at once. Okay, this is the really exciting part. We've talked about the how, but let's get to the what. What new doors does this actually open for your business? What can you do now? First, and this is absolutely massive, you can build AI you can actually trust. When your AI models are working with live, business-ready data, straight from the source, they become so much more accurate and reliable. No more making huge decisions based on last week's info. Next up, this allows for the creation of autonomous agents. By connecting Google's powerful AI like Gemini directly to your live operational data, you can build smart agents that automate these incredibly complex tasks, like optimizing your supply chain or forecasting your finances, all by themselves. And Thomas Kurian, the CEO of Google Cloud, he hits the nail on the head. This isn't just about connecting two systems. It's about creating a unified data foundation that unlocks a whole new class of intelligent applications that honestly just weren't possible before. Third, you can get insights you've never had before. I mean, imagine blending your internal sales data with external factors like Google Trends or maybe geospatial data from Google Maps. You can start spotting patterns and opportunities in the real world, giving your business a huge competitive edge. And finally, this completely reinvents analytics for everyone. Forget about complex queries and static dashboards. Now, anyone in your organization can just ask a question about the business in plain English, like, hey, what were our top-selling products in Europe last quarter? And get an immediate, intelligent answer. So what we're looking at is your data completely reimagined. It's a unified future that's incredibly exciting. But the big question is, when can you actually start using all this? Okay, here's the roadmap. The foundation, which is the SAP Business Data Cloud, is already available. The real game-changing piece we've been talking about, that SAP Business Data Cloud Connect for Google BigQuery, is planned to be generally available in the first half of 2026. And that brings us to the final, and maybe most important question. This technology removes all those old barriers. It unifies your most valuable asset, your data. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?